Today, I want to speak on a very important topic: menstruation in Ordinana. So, why? One of the limitations facing women and men in Ordinana is a woman's menstrual cycle. In Ordinana, a woman during her that's her menstrual cycle, is not expected to be in some sacred areas, while a true male Ordinana is not expected to eat any food cooked by a woman in her that's cooked by a woman in her menstrual cycle. Some feel that this is primitive, this is outdated. Well, we're in an outdated world and primitive world, yet still in a globalized world. This practice is a hard nut to crack for many, especially those who are trying to make a switch from Christianity to Ordinana. Because in Christianity, Christians believe that they have been saved from the curse of the law. Because if you look at the Old Testament, you see some of these teachings about menstrual cycle and all that, what a woman is expected to do in her menstrual cycle. But New Testament glossed over all these teachings and laws, believing that once you are born again, all things have passed away and all things have become new. To each their own. But in Ordinana is not Christianity. Ordinana frowns against or have rules, stringent rules to be followed when it comes to menstrual cycle. For example, 1, a man sleeping with a woman who is going through her monthly in Ordinana is, I don't know whether I should use the word taboo, is wrong. You are not expected as a man to sleep with a woman who is going through her monthly cycle. 2, eating a food cooked by a woman in her monthly cycle is also wrong, as if you are in Ordinana. Number 3, allowing a woman, be it your mother, your wife, your daughter, who is in her monthly cycle, to come into your sacred space is also wrong. You have your sacred altar, wherever it is. Once a woman is in her monthly cycle, she is not expected to come within that space. Number 4, to be prayed for by a woman in her monthly cycle is also wrong. Culturally, it is believed that a woman observing her monthly cycle is shedding herself of impurities. She is removing unwanted life that her body does not want, does not need, her body has rejected. So it is expected that a woman is supposed to stay indoors to shed herself of this unwanted life fluid. Since blood is life, unwanted blood means negative force. If it's positive, the body would have used it. But since it's not positive, the body is pushing it out the same way the body pushes physics, what it doesn't need. Thus, any untoward interaction with a carrier of negative force can only lead to nothing but corruption. I've never seen anybody that goes to eat physics, except for those who are involved in some kind of voodoo. Incidentally, this cultural system of a woman being in her menstrual period, being allowed, being secluded, is primitive by many, and some see it as subjugation of womanhood. However, if truly that there is a time, a cycle that you can relate with a woman and it will result in her being pregnant, then it should be a no-brainer that there is also a time not to mate with a woman. There is also a time not to mate with that same woman. Life is about polarity. Whatever can save can also kill. What can produce life can also produce death, because life is about polarity. So if a woman can produce life, that is a child. If a woman is a carrier of life, that is a child. She can also produce what? Death. In Ordinana believes that it is during a woman's menstrual cycle that she produces what? Death. Hence, the need to steer clear from her during this period, this sacred period. To understand this, let me give you an illustration. It can be likened to the powerful Anunuebe tree. If you approach Anunuebe tree at the wrong time, it decimates you, it kills you, you die. If you approach that same tree when it's asleep, you can take its part and use it to produce enormous power that can lead to enormous miracle. So we need to understand the power of a woman. She's a carrier of both life and death. And in ordinary, we believe that during a woman's menstrual cycle, that's when she's at the peak of her negative energy. Thank you.
If you love the video you will just watch, please like and subscribe, and also share the video. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you love it. Thank you.